If you want to make lots of money and fast without doing that much work, then this is the video for you. I am going to show you 7 high-paying but super simple side hustles that anyone can start. They don't require you to have any real skill. They don't require you to spend months setting everything up. That's right, with these hustles, you can literally earn thousands of dollars in a single day. None of them require you to build a business or anything like that. These are hustles for people who want to work smarter, not harder, while earning big bucks in the process. So don't worry, there's going to be no filling in surveys, no food delivery services, and definitely no minimum wage side jobs. We're talking about hustles that can make us at least $1,000 in a single day, if not more. And I know that intro sounds a bit too good to be true, but there's actually plenty of opportunities that can earn you thousands of dollars in a single day by doing very little work when you know where to look. But don't just take my word for it. Let's dive in and have a look. But before we do, please smash the like button because it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and it doesn't cost you a single penny. Now let's dive into it. The first one is property sourcing. And I know I said that these were easy side hustles, and this one probably is the most time consuming hustle in the video, but it's not that difficult and it can be very lucrative. You can do this online or you can do it by looking around your local area. And the idea is to find rundown or under market value properties that would make a good investment. The great thing about this is you obviously don't need to have the money to invest, because property investors who have got the money are always looking for opportunities, but they don't usually have the time to go out and find the properties, so they're prepared to pay people like you a finder's fee ranging from around $2,000 to $5,000. Now there's 2 ways that you could do this. You could go down the long route, which is setting up your own property sourcing business where you focus on finding the properties and then selling them directly to investors. This is great, but it can take a bit of time to set up and to find those right investors. Alternatively, the much easier and quicker way, if you want to do this as more of a side hustle, is to sell them directly to someone who already runs a property sourcing business. This doesn't pay as much, but it means you don't have to do as much work. There's a lot of property sourcing businesses on Google that will pay you around $500 to $1,000 for any successful referral. Just get in touch with them, tell them that you found a potential property, and if they find a buyer, they'll give you a cut of the finder's fee. If you want to take this really seriously and 10x your income, you could print out some flyers like these ones here that say houses bought for cash. You can distribute them around your local area, and then you'll have a steady stream of leads for very little work. Just a couple of successful referrals per month can mean an extra $1,000 to $2,000. Next up, I've got a very sneaky but very effective way to make some extra cash and fast. It's called high ticket online arbitrage. It's based on the arbitrage business model where we're essentially buying something for a low price and then we're selling it for a higher price. But with this, to make it risk-free, we're actually going to sell the item for a higher price first before we buy it. You can do this with lots of products, and people have been doing this for years by buying discounted items from local shops and then reselling them online on places like Amazon. But with this one, we're going to be focusing on more expensive and locally produced physical products such as furniture. For example, you could find a local supplier who's selling something like sofas for $500. You could list them for sale online for $600, and then when someone places an order from you online, you could then go back to that supplier and get the supplier to send it to that customer, and you're making $100 profit every single time. But a much easier way, if you don't want to have to go out and find local suppliers, you can actually do this from the comfort of your own home, just using a laptop. There's actually a lot of people doing this at this moment in time on websites like Etsy, and I'll just show you in action now. As you can see here, lots of people are selling beds. There's a lot of bespoke handmade beds, but you can actually spot a few of them that look a little bit different. Like this one here looks like quite a professional photograph. And they're selling this bed for £209. And if we actually right click on search with Google Lens, you can actually see that this same bed is being sold on eBay for £109. So this person is using this arbitrage business model. So when someone places the order on their Etsy account, they will then place the order from eBay and send it directly to the customer, making £100 profit every single time. It's very similar to the dropshipping business model, but we're actually using retail sites rather than actually finding suppliers. I believe that this actually could be against Etsy's terms and conditions because you're not actually making the product and because they're being supplied elsewhere. But if you do want to avoid that, you can still do the exact same process by creating a Shopify store, a store that you own, and then you can run Google ads to it or Google shopping ads. And even if you was to spend £50 or $50 to acquire a customer, you still would be making $50 profit every single time. So it can be a very, very good way of making extra cash. And you don't just have to focus on low price products like £200 beds. This arbitrage model actually works a lot better with really expensive products, because you can just add like 10% onto the price of a $1,000 product and you've made $100 profit. You could even venture into more luxury market products, selling expensive bespoke items, which means even more profits. The possibilities really are endless. The next one is similar to the previous one because it's still based on the arbitrage business model, but rather than selling products like furnitures, with this one, we're actually going to be selling services. Yeah, the next hustle is drop servicing, but not just any drop servicing. This is high ticket drop servicing. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I've done some drop servicing in the past. I actually did a video quite a while ago now where I showed you how I managed to make over $8,000. But if you don't know, the business model is very simple. You just find a service that someone is offering for a low price. For example, logo designs on Fiverr. You then list it for sale somewhere else, but you just list it for more. So when someone orders a logo from you, you place the order on Fiverr and you keep the difference as profit. The issue with traditional drop servicing is that you're dealing with low price services like $5 logo designs, and it can be a bit time consuming and the profit margins are very small. But if you really want to make more money for a lot less work, you should focus on high ticket drop servicing. You can find high ticket services on websites like Fiverr Pro, and these are things like animation videos, architecture designs, or 3D modeling. Then all you need to do is create a basic website where you offer your specialist service, and then you can offer out these services to local businesses by just sending out a quick email, or you can even give them a quick call. Or if you don't want to actually get in touch with people, you can run adverts to your own website on Google, and that way you're only reaching people that are actually interested in your service. And when someone pays you for that service, you just head over to Fiverr Pro and you order it for a cheaper price, and then you keep the difference in profit. If you do want more information on this business model, then definitely check out that video on my channel after you've watched this one. Next up is high ticket closing. If you're a confident person, especially on the phone, you can make some big commissions by being a high ticket closer. Every man and his dog has got a high ticket course or coaching program these days. You've probably advertised one at the start of this video.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
And if you've ever clicked on any of these adverts selling these training programs, you might have seen that when something is priced over $3,000, they usually don't have a buy button. They usually have an option where you can book a call. And a lot of these business owners and coaches hire high ticket closers, such as yourself, to take these calls and sell over the phone. And they can pay you anything from like 10% to 30% commission for every sale you close. And it is commission only, but think about it this way, you're only dealing with inbound calls, so you haven't got to go and find the customers, and 90% of the customers have already been warmed up and they're thinking about buying, so it's not like you're cold calling or knocking on doors trying to sell double glazing. It's nothing like that. You're actually getting warm leads coming to you and you're just helping close them. That's why it's called a high ticket closer. To get these high ticket closing jobs, there's a few ways you can do it. You can join like Facebook groups where there's people and business owners looking for these closers and they post jobs what you can kind of apply for. But one of the best ways is to actually reach out to people that are selling these courses and training programs and ask them if they closer. And I know that this works because a guy actually contacted me a little while ago when I was selling a coaching program, and he said, do you need a closer? And I was like, didn't really know that I needed a closer. I was doing it myself, but I'll give you a chance. It was pretty inexperienced, but I think he made a few $1,000s for closing a few sales. So it does work just by reaching out to people, and you never know, someone might give you that chance. If you do want to do this, I highly recommend that you read this book or listen to it. It's called Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort, the guy from Wolf of Wall Street, and he teaches you exactly how to sell over the phone, just like he does in the Wolf of Wall Street, and it is literally full of golden nuggets. The next one probably requires the most effort out of all of these hustles, and it does require a bit of cash to get started, but before you click fast forward to the next one, just hear me out, because I know someone who is making a killing with the next side hustle, and he told me a little secret method that you can use to make sure that you're always in profit, instant profit before you buy. It's car flipping. Flipping cars for profit is pretty self-explanatory, but it can be a great way to earn some extra cash fast, and you don't need to be an expert in cars. Also, now is probably the best time to get into something like car flipping, because we're in a recession and lots of people are selling things that they don't need, like cars, and they're prepared to sell them for a cheaper price for a quick sale. The best place to find cheap, underpriced cars are local car auctions in your area, where you can get some great bargains, but you can also find underpriced cars on Facebook Marketplace and sites like Auto Trader. But a great tip to make sure that you're always in profit, even before you buy the car, is to head over to WeBuyAnyCar.com, enter the reg number of the car that you're thinking of flipping, and you can get an instant price of what they will pay you for that car. The price that they offer you will be under market value, so you will always get more by flipping it to a retail buyer, but this is a very good way to see what the guaranteed price you can get for the car if you can't sell it to a retail buyer. But I actually found a few cars earlier that were for sale for a cheaper price on Facebook Marketplace than what We Buy Any Car would pay, so it's instant profit before you buy. If flipping cars seems like it's a little bit out of your reach, maybe you don't have any money to get started, or maybe you don't know anything about cars, then the next hustle may be perfect for you. So we're still flipping stuff, but rather than flipping cars, we're flipping couches. Now this is quite straightforward, but there is people making 6 figures a year from flipping sofas online. And the great thing about this one is you can get started with no money, because a lot of people are trying to give away their old sofas for free. If you browse websites like Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree and Craigslist, you can find hundreds of people trying to get rid of their old couches. Then all you need to do is just spruce them up, and then you can sell them for profit on websites like eBay or even back on Facebook Marketplace. I'll show you just how easy it is to make money from this now. So this is Gumtree, which is a classified website in the UK, and as you can see here, there's lots of people giving away couches on here, like this one here, a leather couch, okay condition, they're giving it away for free. You can just go and collect it, right? And then if we head over to eBay, and I've actually searched for leather couches which have actually sold recently, so these are ones that have actually sold, and you can find worse off couches, like this one here sold for £165. And if we scroll down here, this one here sold for £100. So this is similar couch to this one. You could have gone and picked it up, you could have flipped it for £100, but actually this one's a lot better. And there's plenty of opportunities here. This one went for £250. And you can even get a lot better ones where you can flip them for even more money. And I know that flipping these free couches isn't going to make you rich, but just think a few of them per week could be an extra 2k per month added onto your income. But if you want to make even more profit, what you should do is actually reinvest this bit of profit that you've made from these free couches. And rather than just going after these free rundown couches, you actually buy more appealing but still second-hand couches that you can sell for even more profit. The only downside to couch flipping is that you will need a van and some kind of storage for the couches, which you can actually rent for fairly cheap. But if you prefer an easier side hustle that you can do from the comfort of your own home, then you're going to love the next one. So for this one, we can use this website, which is called Flippa.com, which is a marketplace where people buy and sell websites and businesses online. Now, most people want to buy a profitable, ready-made business which is making them money. But if you come over to Flippa.com, you can actually click on website and click on this tab here, which is starter sites. And these are sites that don't have any traffic, they don't usually have any profit or anything like that. They're brand new sites that someone has built, but they've just not had time to actually set them going and actually get any sales or any profit from that site. And people still want to buy these websites because they don't want to have to build one from scratch themselves. And we can actually make money by flipping these sites for profit. And there's a really good way where you can get them super cheap. But if you come down here, you can scroll to recently sold just to see what people are actually selling these starter sites for. And if we change to highest price, you can see some of them do have traffic and profit, but a lot of them are brand new beginner sites that someone has built. For example, this one here, Bub and Willow Baby Boutique, it recently sold for $3,500. It doesn't have any profit and it's less than a year old, and it's a drop shipping website, so they don't have any stock. It's literally just a website, and it's sold for $3,500. Great. And this is where we can find an opportunity, because we can see that people are willing to pay $3,500 for a ready-made, professional-looking dropshipping site in the baby niche. So what you can do is then head over to Fiverr.com, and you'll find a lot of website builders that will build you sites, dropshipping sites from scratch. Like this guy here will build you a fully automated dropshipping site for £85, and some of them might be a bit more expensive if you want a more professional one, like this one's £300. You could contact this person and say, can you build me a professional looking baby site similar to this, but obviously not the same, but quite similar to this, quite professional looking. They could build you that from scratch, and then what you could do, pay them £300, then you can head over to Flippa and sell it for £500 or £1,000, or like this one, $3,500 you could get for it. And obviously this is just dropshipping sites. You could head over to Fiverr and get them to build news websites, blogs, anything. There's lots of possibilities here, because people are just looking on Flippa for ready-made businesses. They're not actually thinking that they can could actually get that business built from scratch from someone off Fiverr. So we're jumping in that opportunity and you can make some good profit from that. The next one is high ticket affiliate marketing. Now, I've spoken about affiliate marketing a lot on this channel in the past because it is my main source of income. But if you don't know, affiliate marketing is just when you earn commissions if someone purchases a product through your referral link. But mainly I focus on lower ticket recurring products like website builders. But I've actually made some big commissions in the past by focusing on higher ticket products. And if you don't know, high ticket is something which usually is around about $1,000, but it can even go up to as much as $30,000 if not more. And there's lots of different ways you can do high ticket affiliate marketing. I did a video not that long ago where I was explaining how I was making $500 commissions by referring people to financial products like trading platforms. But other high ticket products can include training programs, coaching, investment services, or even year-long subscriptions to things like website builders. If you want to do high ticket affiliate marketing, the main thing you need to focus on is getting traffic to your affiliate links. So you can do that in many ways. One of the main ways is by doing reviews on YouTube about products. You could also do blogs as well if you don't want to get in front of the camera. But a really good way where people are making a lot of high ticket commissions at the moment is by doing videos on TikTok. Alternatively, you could actually master paid ads like Google ads and run them to your affiliate links. But if you want more information on high ticket affiliate marketing and you want a really cool way of doing it, then check out this video here where I show you how to build a high ticket affiliate marketing sales funnel that spits out commissions.